presentation today. So excited to be here with you guys. I just want to share just a quick brief background, really, why I am here. I am here because I saw this opportunity a couple of months ago, and honestly, it has been just absolutely life-changing since. First of all, I have never, ever in my entire life seen a technology like this before. And if you are here, you're here at the beginning. And if this is the first time you're hearing about this, well, you are in store for something just phenomenal. So what I would like to say is just present to you guys our company leadership and our session presenters today. Without further ado, I want you guys to know Ronald Cartley is also here with us today, who is the CEO, and he has had an amazing background in this industry and with the company since the beginning. And I came on actually 2 months ago as a strategic growth advisor / I helped with corporate development after spending the last 10 years building one company to nearly $1 billion in sales. I think we're at like 990 million. So we can round up, right? Okay. So we built $1 billion company in the last 10 years. And 10 years prior to that, I was in the network marketing industry myself as an affiliate and just learned along the way all the different roles. And that experience has really forged me in the fire, given me ability to not only be able to execute and operate certain functions within a company, but also identify an opportunity when I see one. And after building over 50 brands in the last 20 years, I know that what we have here is absolutely special, and you guys are, like I said, at the forefront of that. So let's get right into it. Like I said, we do have an important announcement today. So I am going to go ahead and pass the screen now, or the mic, over to Ron so he can tell us a little bit about what's ahead.
Well, okay. Very good. Okay, let me put my video on. How's that? Okay.
We can definitely hear you, so I think that's the most important thing. I think we can.
Okay, fair enough. Because I've been sure, because I've been running around. I wasn't quite sure whether I was coming on at the end or the beginning or whatever it is with my announcement. But I think we'll do the announcement now. Is that all right?
That is all right. Let's do it.
Okay. Well, look, as Jenna said, I'm Ron Carty. I'm the CEO of Zater Capital, and as everybody's probably aware, we set Zater Capital up in the belief that really financial empowerment should be accessible and strategic and community driven. And really, since our launch, we've remained committed to that. And we've been delivering real results, not just us, but our community as well. And as a CEO, I would like to sincerely thank every member of the community for your, what I would like to call your unwavering support, your trust and encouragement. It's not just a matter of us encouraging the community. It's a two-way affair. The community has certainly encouraged us as we've been going along, and your belief in the vision that continues to fuel the Zater drive. All right, so I'd like to thank him for that. But in particular, I'd like to thank Jenna, right, for her outstanding contribution to Zater Capital. She's mentioned it briefly, but she's just brushed over it. She's been instrumental in bringing us to where we are today. And because of that, that makes my announcement that much easier. And that is really that with immediate effect, I'm going to be stepping down as CEO of our exciting company, Zater Capital, for a number of reasons. Primarily, I've been facing a lot of health challenges lately that really need immediate attention, right? And really, I need to get some rest. I've tried to ignore it. As you know, we're all very positive people, and I've tried to ignore it, force myself to go on. But that really, apart from myself, it won't be serving the community, won't be serving you and everything that you represent. So consequently, I'm handing over my position and all pending operations to Jenna, right, who's already demonstrated that she's well equipped to carry out this task. Not just on the calls here, but a lot behind the scenes that's been going on now for a while. So Jenna, I'm going to thank you for that. So look, my message is simple. Keep supporting Zater, keep supporting the community, keep supporting Jenna, and keep building, learning, and succeeding together. And at that, I'm going to say once again, thank you for your support, for backing me. I'm going to step aside, and I'm going to sit back and relax and watch the rest of the presentation, and then really watch Zater go to the top.
All right. Thank you so much, Ron. And, I just want to hand it back to you because really we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for your vision, if it wasn't for your connections and all the background that you have really built in the last, 25 plus years as, CEOs of different companies and being strategic, investor, and everything that you've done in the past has really led us to where we are today. So I just want to say thank you for entrusting me in carrying out this role. I am very passionate about this company, you guys. In the last 2 months, I have seen just something so incredible I've never seen in this industry before. And that is a product that truly works. Because let me just be completely transparent with you guys. There have been cryptocurrency companies in our space before that have come and gone very quickly. Some have stayed a little longer, okay, but they've gone as well. And the reason is because they were not built with strong foundations, unfortunately. And, sometimes these companies get in situations where it is just too late for them to correct the mistakes they've made. I know as a company owner myself and also former CEO of my last company, I understand what it's like to lay a foundation that is strong, to lay a foundation that is going to be meaningful, and to stay true to the vision that the company owners and the community all see for the future of the company, but also for themselves as well. So I would like to just say I'm honored to accept the role of CEO at Zater Capital. I am deeply, deeply grateful for the foundation that has already been laid. And this moment marks a turning point, not just for our company, but for the future of wealth creation. And together we will lead with integrity. That is my mission. That is my commitment here today, to innovate with purpose and empower our global movement towards smarter, more accessible financial systems. I was thinking of, if I had to come up with a slogan for Zater Capital, it would be this: wealth to the people. There is a huge, huge paradigm shift happening all around us. You're seeing these laws being enacted now by President Trump here in the States, right? And cryptocurrency is becoming the main currency. If you think that cash is going to last forever, let me tell you, it's not backed by anything. This is the future for financial systems. And that is what we are seeing in real time right now. And so our vision here is bold. The mission is clear. And you guys, honestly, we are just getting started. So if I had to put it into just a few words, wealth to the people, that is what we stand for. That is what we represent. And to be quite frank, the technology that is behind this company could have been sold for billions. It could have been sold before we decided to bring it into a referral system here to share it with people. It didn't have to go the route that it's going. And with that, there is so much value in what we are building here today, because it is the vision of the founders before me that decided, let's not just sell this thing. Let's create impact. Let's create lasting impact for not only the richest people on the planet, but for the poorest people on the planet, for the people in the middle of the planet, right? All walks of life really can get involved here. And I think that's probably what I love most about this company. So let's get right into it, okay? So Ron, thank you again for your contributions. We wouldn't be here without you. So thank you once again. Now let's move forward, you guys. Let me tell you a little bit about the company now that we've got our announcements out of the way here today. Just a brief introduction. Zater Capital's pioneering a cryptocurrency AI bot licensing platform that has quietly established its reputation over the last few years. This is not technology that just came out. It's something that's been back tested over several years. And it's now just being made public to where everyday people like you and I have access to it. Okay, so our platform integrates machine learning, blockchain technology with an educational ecosystem, because we realize, yes, we can give you tools, but it would be more empowering if we also taught you the skills as well, right? So all of that together. So we've created a community-driven wealth experience where users can own, trade, and monetize AI technology. Because I don't know if you guys are paying attention, but it seems like things are going to AI very, very quickly. And I know that brings a lot of fear for people because they say, well, my job's going to be replaced, by robots someday. Not necessarily. What it's going to do, I think, in the future is give people the ability to focus on what they really love instead of selling their soul for jobs and tasks that they actually hate and are doing it for money. That's the paradigm shift that I'm talking about when I say that. So members are going to be able to earn through trading bot licenses and passive income opportunities within our ecosystem. Zater Capital is not just another automated trading platform. So let's be clear about that. It's a comprehensive trading ecosystem where you can learn, earn, and grow. So we've got revenue sharing bots. Coming soon, we've got NFT-based asset licensing through a marketplace that's never been done before. Okay, we also have transparent operations. I think that's one of the reasons I'm here, is because if you followed me for the last 10 years, you know I will tell you like it is. I have nothing to hide. And I love creating a collaborative environment. So everybody here with me today, just know that we are all in this thing together. And I will always stay true to my word on that. And then lastly, structured education. So members are going to get the gold standard in decentralized trading. And it is, like I said, it's a community involvement ecosystem. So very, very blessed to be able to share that with you guys today. And so at the center of it, really, this is our flagship product. This is the product that honestly has changed my life in the last 2 months, in the last 60 days. I mean, it's just been nuts. I started out very small because I was skeptical, like probably many of you. But this bot is powerful, intelligent cryptocurrency trading engine trained to detect high probability opportunities across multiple crypto pairs. Now, that's important, right? I myself am a trader. I trade Bitcoin. I only trade one thing because I have to focus on it. If I had to study all kinds of different currencies, I'd be lost. And so, but what AI does with this system is it goes across multiple crypto pairs. And so that's actually very smart because we're not overloading one currency and manipulating the market. We're basically just skimming the market for opportunities. Now, this is fully automated yet user-friendly. And so this also removes the emotional trading experience. I don't know about you guys, but when I first started trading, I was very nervous, right, about making a mistake. Well, guess what? AI doesn't get nervous. It just carries out an executed strategy based on algorithms. And so, like I said, this has been fine-tuned over the years of market exposure and backed by historical proof of performance and rigid risk management. So I know some people have asked me, there's other bots out there, but what happens if the bot, malfunctions, or what happens if the bot blows your account and stuff like that, right? We've all heard that before. Well, it's completely different here. And I think this is a very important distinction. I think because, it's going across multiple pairs, it's not overloading one currency, and there's rigid risk management. This is one of the things that really separate it from everything else out there. So this bot is available with a yearly subscription license, which means you buy it once a year. And that actually makes it very cost effective while maintaining exclusivity and support. So we're not just offering a product, we are building a future. So anyone, regardless of your background, can tap into these powerful tools, deep insights, and a strong network to shape their financial destiny in the ever-expanding world of digital assets. What sets us apart? Well, I briefly just touched on that, but let's dive a little deeper. I think one of the biggest things is the security and the safety measures that are being taken on a regular basis to ensure everything is protected. So asset protection, cold storage, the company reserve assets are stored offline, which means it's unhackable. Multi-signature wallets means that there's enhanced security that requires multiple approvals for transactions. So it's not one guy in there having all the keys, right? There's multiple layers of approvals for transactions. Next is proactive security measures. This is very, very important. We have to literally have the best tech team and the best security team if we're going to pull this thing off, right? And that is so, so important. So we've got 24/7 monitoring. Our security team is vigilantly monitoring the platform around the clock. And because crypto doesn't sleep, literally, it is around the clock. We also have an incident response readiness team. If anything does happen, you never know. If there's security threats out there, we are going to swiftly address and mitigate those risks in real time. Next, we've got data protection and access security. It's SSL encrypted, so that means secure data transmissions happening within the platform. We also have two-factor authentication. And when you set your account up today, you're going to want to turn that on, okay? And just don't forget, once you pair it, remember, you got to go grab that code when you log in. We'll get into that later, but we've got that just for an additional layer of security. And lastly, our commitment to legal and compliance measures. So we are, mission first, of course, people first here. And of course, we want to also protect the house. And with that comes with regulatory compliance. Our operations must adhere to legal frameworks within the countries that we support. And that is one thing I am absolutely committed to bringing into this space because it hasn't been done right a lot of times. And we are going to make sure that everything is done correctly. Lastly, AML vigilance. We are vigilant about monitoring anything related to anti-money laundering, to prevent financial crimes, of course. All right. So one thing is important is equity protection. This is actually huge. So this is what we talk about when I'm talking about risk management. So one thing we do is we lock down the capital. So when you fund your account, right, or you fund your bot, there's a 30-day minimum capital lock to stabilize trading activity. Because let's just be honest, when you sign up for your license, right, you have to give it something to trade with. Our bots don't trade air. They trade actual funds. And so we have to lock that capital for 30 days so that we can stabilize all the trading activity. This is very highly intelligent technology, and that's what is required to make sure everything runs smoothly. Now, of course, you can take your capital out. I'll get onto the rules later. Not advised, but you can do it, and I'll get into that on the next slide. But the next thing is dynamic stop loss systems. So this is going to help protect against sharp downturns by auto-exiting trades. Now, sometimes I know I watch Bitcoin. It goes straight up and then it comes straight down. If you were around December 5th last year, you saw it go from 103,000 to 91,000 in one candle. So things like that do happen in crypto. I think that's actually why it freaks out most people. But we've got dynamic stop losses in place for things like when the market wants to do black swan events or have sharp downturns. Okay, we also have lot size adjustments. So this is going to automatically scale the trades relative to the available capital. So that's great. That means it's not all one size fits all. The algorithms are flexibly adjusting. We have smart capital allocation. So this diversifies trades, like I said, across multiple pairs. This is very, very important because it's a well-diversified portfolio. We've got profit skimming. So it's going to lock in partial profits during market rallies, which reduces the downside risk. I actually trade this way too. I don't always hit take profit, but I almost always win. Y'all, I'm at 81% right now win rate just on my own personal trades. And that's because if I'm green, I'm good. And so this system does something similar to that. And then lastly, emergency shutdown protocols. This is important because it suspends the trading activity under extreme volatility or exchange failures. So let's get into it. Let's talk about how these membership works, how we are working together to empower traders with education, AI signals, and ownership. So here's some of the full benefits here in our ecosystem. Well, you get 1 year access to your bot. So there's no monthly fees. There's no auto ships, nothing like that. Okay, it's fully automated, AI-driven trading bots, and they get activated immediately after you purchase the license to them. Lasts for 1 year. After that, you will renew if you choose to. And then number 2, revenue sharing program. So of course, we are not going to be able to keep our mouths shut about this. Let me just tell you, when this started working for me on my phone, it became addicting very fast. I just had to keep refreshing my screen to see if it was real. All right. And I could not tell everybody about it. So if you're like me and you have to tell somebody about it, okay, then we're going to give you a reward. And that's just our thank you for spreading the good news. Okay. And we have a whole program for that we'll get into here today as well. So number 3, this is coming soon. It's not done yet, but it's in the works right now. And this is NFT bot ownership and marketplace access. So you get to receive your bot licenses as a unique NFT, which means there's only one of a kind, right? So that is going to create a serious demand for it, especially if there's only a certain amount that are going to be distributed. So this allows you to resell or trade via the marketplace. And there'll even be limited edition bots for long-term asset appreciation as well. So if you collect Pokemon cards, start collecting NFT bots instead, okay? All right, number 4, exclusive trading signal access. So for those of us that want to just do our own trades and or copy and paste trades, that's what I do in my group. But let's say you're sick of Bitcoin and you want to learn other crypto pairs. That's fine. You can come in here to our trading signal area on our website and you can take trades right there as well. So far, the accuracy rate has been over 75%. Of course, there's no guarantees on that. It's not perfect, but that's pretty good. So priority alerts on big market moves as well. So that's very helpful, especially when there's high impact news. All right, number 5, premium trading education and training. So this is our top priority, is really empowering you with the skills, not just giving you the tools, but also giving you the skills as well. So we have weekly masterclasses with professional traders. We've got the access to our trading academy. There's also step-by-step bot usage tutorials. So if you're brand new and you don't know where to begin, you're going to want to watch the video tutorials in the back office once you get logged in. We also do a weekly market analysis, and we have strategy updates. And lastly, you get a certificate of completion after you complete each training series as well. And so our priority is not to just, like I said, give you tools, although that is a big part of it. We want to also empower you with skills as well. And then last, we do have customer support. We wouldn't be where we are without that, of course. So we have a 24/7 support system, and that is through the back office when you log in. If you're having trouble logging in or any other those kind of reasons, you can also send an email to support@zatercapital.com. Now, this is our member-only access in our Telegram channel. We've got WhatsApp coming soon. And this is basically our community updates, what's happening, when our calls are, all of that good stuff is going to be in there. And then lastly, we've got special Q&A sessions with developers and trading coaches. All right, let's get right into it. So here we go. You guys, this is how it works, all right? So basically, your 1-year bot license here, you can go anywhere from starter to VIP. And so you're going to pay either $99 all the way up to $99. And that is the one-time, all right, for your bot. After that, you've got access to it, and you can fund it as many times as you want. Now, each tier gives different benefits. You can just see that real quickly here. Okay, you're going to get basic courses. You're going to get access to the webinar, of course. And you're going to get a little bit of trading signals 5 times a week. You get the community access. Now, to fund it, because it doesn't trade air, it trades capital, right? You got to put $99 in on that bot to get it turned on. Now, if you don't have the 99, you only have 99, you can buy your license and you can fund it next week. You can fund it whenever you'd like. But in order to turn your bot on, you need at least $99 in there. Same thing for standard, except it's and the minimal capital required is 99. The difference is the returns, right? And of course, we cannot make any guarantees on the returns. It's not a fixed return, right? This is very flexible depending on what the bot is doing. So this is up to 1%. This is up to 1.05%. It could be 0.83%. You never know. Like it could be 0.0. I'm just getting all my decimals mixed up, y'all. It could be 0.08%. It could be all kinds of different numbers in there. But this is what it goes up to. All right, the advanced bot up to 1.1%. You're going to put just under $2,500 to get that one turned on. At the elite level, that's 2 for one time. You're going to put $10,500 in there. And then at the VIP level, this is where I started with. I didn't start there, you guys. I started with 99. I was skeptical. And then as my confidence built, I just went and bought all of these bots. So now I have all of them. But I am now at the VIP level. And that's $21,500 to do that one. Okay, we're rounding up. All right. And let me tell you, I do not regret it. It's actually very incredible to watch. And like I said, once you get it all connected, you're going to want to keep checking it. It's part of my daily activities now. Okay, so this is basically a condensed version of that. Okay, you can take a screenshot. This is very helpful to know when you're going in. What you don't want to do is say, okay, I've got $500 to spend. And then you buy a VIP license and then it takes you the whole year to fund it. Don't do that. If you only have 500, come in at standard and then put the rest over here. That's what I would do. Not giving financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but that's what I would do. All right. Now here's the rules. There are some rules. We have to have rules. Rules are important. All right. So for one thing, there's an activation delay. So it takes about 24 hours for deposit to be verified. After that, your capital is locked for 30 days. And it's just your principal. So you can still take your profits out every day if you'd like, or you can leave them in there to compound. Your profit withdrawals are allowed every single day, 24/7, and they're processed instantly or within 24 hours. Okay. And then number 4, the principal withdrawal. Like I said, you can take your money out if you really need to, but there is an early withdrawal fee. There's a 20% penalty, and that's because you're jacking our servers up. All right. So we got to pay for that. Costs us money to get you all live and set up. So we have to get that back if you take it out early. That's what that is. It's kind of like, if you went into your bank and you said, I want to get an IRA. Yeah. And maybe you're only 40 years old. And then next week you say, all right, I want to take everything out of my IRA. Well, they've just already put it all into investments. So now that costs them money to set all that up. So they're going to charge you a fee to pull it out early. But you're going to have to wait till you're 59 if you want to take it out without a fee. So it's a similar situation there. All right. And then a new deposit rule. So let's say you come in, you put $20,000 in, that gets locked up. 2 weeks later, you put in another $20,000. Well, that new $20,000 now has its own fresh 30-day cycle. All right. So it doesn't just, you're not adding money to an existing deposit. They're separate deposits each time. Full withdrawal is basically what happens when you do withdrawal is your license gets terminated. And if you want to re-enter, you have to buy the license again. So what I would say is leave your profit in there, let it do its job, and then just take the profits out. That's, the best way to do this. That's what I'm doing. Okay, here we go. So here's the important features. We kind of just went through this. Crypto's 24/7. You have to have at least $10 in your account to do a withdrawal. If it's under that, it's going to bounce back. So just make till you get to at least $10 to do a withdrawal. And then these are the payments that we accept right here, and also what we pay out. And then if you do a withdrawal, there's a 3% withdrawal fee, similar to what they charge you when you go to the casino. Okay, so you want to make sure you're ready for your deposit, or you're ready for your withdrawal, I should say. All right, let's get into the compensation plan. This is actually nuts. I've never seen anything quite like this before. It's very, very exciting. So I want to just kind of run through this. If you're like me, you get excited and you have to tell somebody about it. What I really want you guys to know is we are going to reward you in such a special way because of our gratitude for you for sharing the good news. All right. So we've got 5 powerful income streams here. One is a direct bonus. The next is unilevel commissions, meaning all your front level, referrals you're bringing in. There's also residual income opportunities should capital that is in your volume in your team. As it stabilizes, it creates a residual income. There are differential leadership bonuses as well as momentum bonuses. So we're going to reward people that are both fast start builders and also long-term leaders as well. It's a pretty good split. So here's how the unilevel commissions work. All right. So it goes all the way from level 1 to 14, level 1 being 10%, all the way down to 14 at 0.5%. And so this is the core of the team building structure. You're going to earn commissions based on the activity and license purchase of your direct and indirect team members. As your network grows, you earn commissions from 14 generations deep. And each time a member of your team activates a new package or renews an existing license, commissions are paid instantly and automatically. So notice we didn't say you have to hit this rank for 3 months before you get paid. No, it's all instant, which is actually pretty amazing. So here's some key features. Instant payments, it's global. So we have no, country restrictions at this time. There's no compression required. So your 14 levels remain open and there's high earning potential. No guarantees, results not typical, disclaimer, but there's high potential for earnings here. All right, so here's the criteria if you want to basically rank advance. You've got to have your own personal volume. You've got to have your direct sales volume. And when you do those things together, then it unlocks the next level. So at level 1, you've got 100 in personal volume. You've got 100 direct volume on your level 1. And that's going to activate you to hit level 1. And this duplicates all the way to the 14th level, but the amounts are different. So please note, that's how that works. Now, each member is unlocking sequentially based on the member meeting both conditions for that level. All right. Moving on. Here it is again, just in a different view. And here's how the residual income works. So every active member runs capital through Zater AI powered trading. This is your ongoing income that's generated from the AI trading activities of your organization. So as profits are generated, portions are distributed across 14 levels. This income continues as long as team members remain active in trading. If they withdraw their money, the bot can't trade air again, so we can't pay commissions in air. So that's how that works. If you keep your capital in there and it's still trading, has something to trade, then this can continue. And like I said, it goes down to 14 levels. All right. Your direct sales is basically your frontline referrals, your direct referrals that come straight from you. If I sign up Jackie today, then Jackie is my first level to me, right? So that's how that works. So let's talk about the distribution strategy. This is very important. So I want you guys to pay attention to this. And this is basically in place to ensure fairness, sustainability, and long-term protection of Zater Capital's compensation system. So we've introduced a structured breakage of volume distributed across 14 levels, and this is basically how it works, all right? And this is going to prevent also from the compensation plan to implode. Obviously, we want to be here for a long time. We don't want to be here for a short time. So here's how this works, okay? When a downline makes a deposit, let's say $10,000, that volume that counts towards each upline's rank qualification reduces progressively by level. Because I know you guys are like, how the heck are they paying this? Well, I thought the same thing, and this is how we do it. All right, level 1 gets the full credit. Level 2 gets 5,000 of the 10. Level 3, 3,000. Level 4, 3,000, and so on and so forth. And the 14th level, it's a $500 deal. And that's basically how the volume allocation works, is from level 1 all the way to 14 in these percentages that are being shown. So really, we like level 1 referrals. That's our favorite. All right. We want to be more of an affiliate company more than anything anyway. I mean, we want to be a technology company with a simple referral program. So this is why this matters. Many compensation structures, large deposit deep in the structure, would fully credit all uplines at 100% volume, but that makes it impossible to pay out. So this is going to ensure healthy company economics. Okay, so that way we don't get in a situation where we have unsustainable payouts. So that is also so that people can't gamify the system. We don't want that. We want to protect the house. All right. So let's get into the exciting part of this. If you guys aren't excited about earning income from this opportunity, then maybe you are the kind of person that would rather have a gift or a reward instead. So our rewards program is flexible. So you can choose if you'd like cash or a luxury gift instead. Now, this is going to be all automatically qualified, so you don't have to do any math or anything like that. You don't have to worry about that. It's all done in the system. You get an email directly when things get paid out. We've got unlimited growth opportunity here, so that's actually very exciting. You can go as far as your vision can take you. And lastly, you're going to earn prestige and recognition here and be able to stand out as an elite leader globally. So here we go, you guys. I don't know what you guys are looking at on this screen exactly, but my mind is going straight to Dubai Golden Visa and a Bugatti. I think I need a house there. Don't you guys agree? Like, we all need to just dream bigger. And I think this compensation plan definitely helps you dream bigger. So on the starter level, let's say you don't want that $500. You say, you know what? I'm giving it back. You give it back to Zater. Well, then they're going to send you an Apple Watch instead. Now, in order to hit that, your level 1 volume has to be at 5,000. Your group volume of everybody has to be at 20,000. And then you've got to have your own personal volume at 500. And that's when you get the $500 reward. And of course, this continues through all of the ranks and all at different gifts to be exchanged. So this is my goal here. You guys care if I'm the CEO and an affiliate? Because this is just too much fun. I think I still want to do both because it's just a blast to be here. But if not, then I understand, you guys. I understand. But look at this. Check it out. At the co-founder level, you either get a $2 million check or you get a Bugatti. I mean, you take your pick. Somebody told me that Bugattis are $10,000 oil changes. Just keep that in mind. You might want the cash instead. All right. So here it is on a different visual. This is a really great one to screenshot if you want to just kind of remember that. This is a great visual that goes through the rank levels and the reward structure that's associated with it. So choose your goal, right? We all need a C-type goal. My mentor taught me, Bob Proctor, he said, don't mess around with small goals, all right? Like an A-type goal, you already know how to do that. If you had a new car before, your goal should not be to buy a new car. You already know how to do that. That's not a goal. B-type goal is something you think you can do. Well, that's exciting too, but that's not that exciting. So we're going to mess around with C-type goals, which is like, holy moly, this is pure fantasy. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to figure out how to do it. All right. So that's the goals that we want to mess with. Take a screenshot and set your goals. So we've got additional bonuses because apparently that's not enough. We got to sweeten the deal even from there. So let's check that out. There's a differential leadership bonus on top of that. So you get to earn the difference between your leadership percentage and your downline's leadership percentage when your team ranks up. So let me give you an example what that looks like. So let's say you're a leader rank, right? You get 6%. Your downline is at a Pro XX level at 4%. So the difference between that is 2%. So if your downline earns $10,000, you're going to get a $200 bonus override on that. Now, I like to call this in another way. We're going to call that a leadership check matching bonus. Why did we put that in there? We put that in there because if you are leading a team in Dubai, well, guess what? We're going to give you some leadership money over here so that you can go fly there, go take care of them, go do their calls for them, upgrade your Zoom account, whatever you got to do to support that team. That's what this is all about. So you want to invest in your team with this bonus. Now, of course, success loves speed. So we put this together to inspire you to get busy faster. We don't want to get rich slow. Let's get rich fast, right? That's how I feel anyway. Like, if the universe doesn't know about time and time is just an illusion, well, then we can just, skip a few timelines and get busy, I think. So here's how we do that. You're going to complete 10 direct signups within 14 days. We're going to give you a $150 bonus. You go find 10 people that want to do this. Now, if you go and say, 10 is nothing, Jenna, I can do 10 more. Go do 10 more. Go get 10 more in. We'll give you another 50. And then, of course, if you do that again and you get to 30 people, then we're going to give you a $450 bonus. And this is within 14 days. So your first 2 weeks of getting started here are your most important. And now when it says unlimited momentum cycles, that means, let's say you activate Tommy in your business and Tommy's on his 2-week cycle. He can go do that right now. And if he does that, you get a $75 override on that. So you're going to try to inspire everybody within the first 2 weeks of getting started to go as fast as possible and go get their first 30 people in the business. And then lastly, this is our legacy leadership reward. So this is a discretionary award given by the company for excellent performers, for standout top producers. And, we give you their watch, we'll send you on a trip, we'll give you a special rank advancement. So this is a discretionary award for, like I said, for those who are going above and beyond and are definitely making it known to the company. You become such a value to the company that we literally have to put bonuses on top of your bonuses. All right. So that's what that is. Very excited about that. So let's talk about the way forward, how to get started. That's what we're doing here today. So let's talk about it. So here's the breakdown of how we get started with Zater Capital. So number one, determine the suitable starting place for you. First, you got to decide, choose your level of involvement and determine your desired level of ROI. So based on the bot performance, you're going to decide what makes sense to you and how much capital you have to get started with. And number two, you're going to select your membership tier. The higher the tier, the greater the rewards, because math, that's why. Number two, we're going to have you obtain your trading bot license and profit share. So you're going to create an account. You're going to go to capital.com or if somebody invited you today, go ask them for their link so they get credit. So you guys are on the same team. Use that referral link. And then when you first get into the platform, please go to your profile settings and complete your KYC verification. This is important for compliance. You want to be a compliant affiliate. So get that done. All right. And then number three, we're going to fund your account and then purchase a license. So you got to add money to your wallet in order to purchase a license. So you can send this in via Bitcoin, USDT, Ether, Solana. Those are some of our payment options. Once your payment's confirmed, you're going to go to purchase license to select the membership license that aligns with your goals. And there's no maximum that you can, there's no maximums. There are minimums for each bot tier. So just make sure you know that before you go in. Okay, and then next and last, you're going to activate your bot. So this is probably the most exciting part of all this is when you get to turn your bot on. So go to activate bot, fund your unlocked bot with the minimum required amount or more based on your trading target. And you'll start to see this kicks on within 24 hours, sometimes before that. And it's instantly, automatically, every minute, 24/7. You're going to refresh your screen 9,000 times in a day once you get started because you're going to be blown away that this is even a real thing. So I'm just letting y'all know now. Okay, so here's the early stage advantage. You guys are at the beginning. We haven't been around that long. Like the technology's been around for a few years, yeah, but it hasn't been a formalized company ever before. So you guys are at ground level, and there's some perks to that. Here's some of the perks. You get early access to the highest returns. Well, You're here first. Profit margins are great. Now, no guarantees. None. We're never making income guarantees. We're never making guaranteed returns at all. But there are advantages to getting in sooner. You get a stronger position as the project grows. You get to build your network. You basically are here first, right? You get founding member advantages. So you get maybe some special rewards, better commission structures, lifetime access to premium features. You get insider insight and influence. You get to understand what's happening as the company is growing. And we also have, limited opportunities for the new bots that come out. You guys are here first. You get to see that first. Now, I would say this technology is the first of its kind in the entire world right now. There's literally nobody else doing this right now. And it's being put in a vehicle that allows us to share it with people and be the first to tell them. So don't take that lightly. You are in a very important place. And I'm just going to tell you guys the truth. When I started my hemp company, 7 years ago, I was the first to market. There are actually some people out there, but they weren't doing it and they were not making any waves. We brought that industry and we put it on the map. And guess what? Times have changed now. It's not the CBD gold rush anymore. Now it's the crypto gold rush. And you guys are here at the best time possible. So in conclusion, in a market where speed and precision are paramount, our AI-powered trading solution stands apart. So we're converting complex data into clear, actionable insights, and our platform makes smarter decisions and profits faster than ever before. No guarantees. I'm going to say that again. Y'all don't get it twisted. But with this opportunity, you're not just trading, you're positioning yourself at the forefront of financial innovation and sets you up for a future of sustained growth. What does that mean? It means this. We stand at the intersection of technology, education, and financial empowerment. And in a landscape crowded with speculation and noise, it offers a clear path, consistent returns through intelligent tools backed by knowledge and community support. And so as we enter this next chapter of Zater Capital, and crypto enthusiasts all over the place are now just coming out of the woodworks. It's the crypto revolution right now. You guys are here first. You're here at the best time, and we have the ability to trade smarter, grow together, and together build a better future. So you guys, I am very honored to be here with you guys. Like I said, I am so blessed to be able to be your CEO, and I do want to invite you on these broadcasts every single Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. UK. Go tell somebody about this. Get started today. Get back to the person who invited you. And then get your butt on the next call and bring 10 people with you. And I won't accept less than that. I know you guys know 10 people. That's where we're going to meet this Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern. Go get you 10 people that want to do this with you. And I'll see you guys next Friday. Thank you guys for hopping on once again. I appreciate each and every single one of you. This wraps up this presentation. There will be a recording and I will get it back to you as soon as humanly possible. Once again, thank you. God bless. And we will see you all on Friday. Bye-bye, guys.